And our coverage tonight begins with our Euro Bureau Chief Tara Nelson, who is at Heathrow Airport in London. Tara.
Kevin, there are usually planes taking off about every 90 seconds on the runway behind me. Tonight, there is complete silence. The situation is unprecedented. UK airports have had to weather storms, strikes, even terrorist attacks in the past. But this is the first time that a volcano has paralyzed travel to such an extent. For the first time in history, all of the UK's airports are closed. All of its airspace, a no-fly zone. And it was a similar story right across the skies of Northern Europe, with some 4,000 flights grounded from Scandinavia and Denmark down to Germany, Belgium and France.
It's unbelievable. I mean, that's something that's, uncontrollable, obviously.
There's nothing we can do about it. It's one of those things. It's an act of God.
An Icelandic volcano buried under a glacier has erupted for the second time in less than a month, spewing ash and water vapor 11 kilometers into the atmosphere. The massive plume drifted right into some of the busiest flight paths in the world. These were planes over Northern Europe at 11:30 a.m. This was mid-afternoon.
Volcanic ash is very hazardous to aircraft. If it's ingested into an engine, it can affect the performance and ultimately cause an engine to shut down.
In fact, that's exactly what happened to a British Airways flight in 1982.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
It flew into a volcanic ash cloud over Indonesia, resulting in the failure of all 4 engines.
And we were at 37,000 feet with no engines going, and we didn't get anything going for about 14 or 15 minutes after that.
The hair-raising flight eventually landed safely. The National Air Traffic Service isn't willing to take a chance again, but the closure of a major hub like Heathrow is causing chaos across Europe.
We're now going to have air crews and aeroplanes in completely the wrong places.
Travelers from Canada are at a standstill too. This is likely the first time they've ever seen a volcanic activity warning for London flights on the Air Canada website. With so many airports closed today, you could ironically still fly into Iceland. Reykjavik Airport was open. Flights were going from New York, and that's because they were coming at it from the west, and this big plume of ash is moving east.
Well, Tara, the jet stream is carrying most of that ash toward where you are. Are there any health concerns as well?
Not yet. Doctors say the risk, particularly to asthmatics, is negligible, and that's because this cloud is so high. And if it continues to blow right past as it's expected to, there's not going to be a problem. And that goes for Canadians, too. They should not notice any difference to the air quality. Kevin.
All right, Tara Nelson in Heathrow. Thank you very much, Tara. Appreciate it.